Right, I wanted to talk quickly about Mycoplasma bovis because it's obviously a massive issue in New Zealand with the current outbreak and where things have spread to. So as a farmer, I think there's three things you really need to know about M. bovis. The first is what it is, and it's a bacteria, but it has some unique characteristics about it that make it quite difficult, for example, to treat. So normal antibiotics for regular sort of bacterial infections, they won't help with Mycoplasma. The second thing is it's really hard to diagnose because of the size of the bacteria and where it goes and the certain characteristics. The second thing you need to know about it is what it does. So in cattle, it causes mastitis, and what you might see there is swollen udders and multiple quarters affected. So that's something to watch out for. It can cause pneumonia, it can cause abortions, and the other thing that you should look out for is any swollen joints. For example, in the back leg, in the hock, you might see that swell, or in the front leg, in the knees, you might see some swelling there. In calves, it can cause a real hacking cough, and you might also see some conjunctivitis, so you might see some tear staining, and you might even see some funny things like a little bit of ear drooping. The third thing I think you really need to know is how to prevent it. Now, to know how to prevent it, you've got to know how it's spread. It's most likely going to be spread through the movement of live animals. So when an animal is bought from one place and moved to another property, or say a bull is leased, or moving calves out to a runoff or something where they might have contact with infected cattle. So you really need to think hard about what the risk mitigation is going to be in terms of that transaction. So you really need to talk to your vet early. The other thing is with regards to biosecurity. I know there's probably a lot of fear out there about what's going on and a lot of things we can't control. But as a farmer, what you can control is what happens on your property. So improve your biosecurity, things like hygiene, animal introductions, isolation and quarantine, get your vet out early if you suspect anything, good record keeping, think about your boundary fencing and whether you need to put some extra electric wires and that kind of thing to stop any contact. So remember, just call your vet, they'll have plenty of answers for you and can help you with your situation. Thanks.